Hello and welcome to the Euro Truck Simulator multiplayer. Today we're joined by the lovely Nicholas.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled to be here, by the way.
Yeah. It's lovely to have you here.
I'm happy you chose to take me on one of your trucking journeys.
My co-driver.
What?
My co-driver.
Yes, that's me.
I don't know, I'm still doing a weird voice.
Where are we going today?
We are going to... Where are we going? I can't even remember. We're going to Manchester from London.
Okay.
Taking a shipment of clothing.
Okay. Okay then, well, let's waste no time. We're hooked up.
Yep. We are hooked up indeed.
I did the check, it's all secured properly.
There we go. And in this lovely...
I don't appear to have gotten in yet. You just want to wait a moment, I'll get in the cab in a
yes,
minute.
of course, I think.
Or maybe I'm just a backseat passenger.
Maybe you're just asleep on the bed. I don't know why I'm pointing, people can't see this, but...
They know. They know.
But,
We're ready when you are. Take us on our journey.
let's get it going.
A journey of adventure. Have you ever been to Manchester?
Not in life, I haven't, no.
Oh. Nor have I. I don't think it's anything important up there. I can't even think of anyone from Manchester.
I don't know anyone from Manchester.
Hello,
Dan.
Is David Beckham from Manchester? I know he played for him a little while.
Did he?
I think that's who he first played for when he started out with football.
Oh, well, you now officially know more about football than I do.
I work in the sports bar. I know enough about sports to get me by. Like, for example, did you know there was a World Cup on?
I knew about the World Cup because it's actually been summit for work. That's it. It's made work really quiet. Why I still got the indicator on?
Yeah. I can tell you all about. Ask me any question about the World Cup. I will tell you the answer. Literally any question you can think of. I know everything there is to know about the World Cup.
What is the offside rule?
Basically, the offside rule is where you have one player who has the ball, as is often the case in football. Someone has the ball, and what he does is he reaches a certain point on the field, and this is known as the event point on the field.
The event horizon.
No, because there's no horizon in the football field. It's not that big.
I guess, but event horizon does sound cool.
It does, but that's to do with space.
Why?
We're talking about football.
Why am I able to do over 60 miles? Whoops.
Yeah, I thought we was going a bit fast. Do you want to rein it in? We're not even on the motorway yet.
Well, I mean, the limit on this road is 60 anyway, but I apparently forgot to turn the limiter on.
Ease it on a bit. Okay. You know, we want to get there. Oh, Jesus! Keep to the road.
Yeah, that was a bit dodgy.
So anyway, the offside rule. Basically, the player, he reaches the event line. What did I call it? Event. The point on the field where he can start being offside, and if he reaches the point where he can be offside with the ball, then he is offside, and that results in a free kick being awarded to the opposite team.
Very well explained.
And that is the offside rule.
I now feel enlightened.
Yeah, I mean, I was shown it. I was given a visual demonstration of the offside rule using salt and pepper shakers.
Oh, okay.
And that greatly helped my understanding. Obviously, I can't do it now because we haven't got a stable surface in this truck. Nor have we actually got salt and pepper shakers.
No.
Because we're delivering clothes, and no one wears salt and pepper shakers.
Not with their clothes.
So that's. I hope you feel slightly well versed.
I feel more informed, more
Good.
Educated in the matters of football.
I mean, we can discuss all sorts of
philosophies.
Yes, all sorts of interesting subjects. I mean, you know, what do you know about football?
Not a lot. I just know that they're all really overpaid.
Did you know? Right, I was astounded when I found this fact out. Right, basically, like, you know, on a football, it has the white bits and the black bits.
Yeah.
Right. First of all, this isn't the fact I was going to tell you. This is a new fact that I also learned very recently. 5 minutes ago, in fact. Not even. So you have the black and white bits on the football. That's to symbolise racial equality.
Is that true, or
that's a genuine fact that I made up. Right there. It's
it's a pretty good one, actually.
It's that's why that is, and that's why you see, like, when they're playing the World Cup and stuff, they tend to use a coloured ball instead. Sometimes they use a yellow one or an orange one or something like that, and that's just so they don't show bias or favouritism to a particular nationality.
Oh, okay.
So they pick a solid colour rather than just going for black and white, because then that discounts all sorts of other people. But anyway, yeah, back to the original fact. You among those black and white bits, you have hexagons and pentagons.
There's actually a difference?
Yeah, hexagons have got 6 sides, pentagons have got 5.
Yeah, that difference, but they actually use both shapes.
Yeah,
on the same ball. How would that even work?
I don't know, but it's mathematically amazing, isn't it? Just one more level of amazingness to football that
Here's
people
me thinking I would never ever use Pythagorean, whatever that thing is.
You're still not. So
fair enough. Shows how much I know.
I mean, I don't really know what it is either, but I know it's to do with triangles, which neither of the shapes is dealing with. So you have your hexagons and your pentagons. I'm fairly sure they have both, but anyway. The reason why that is because obviously a hexagon has 6 sides and a pentagon has 5 sides, which adds up to 11, which is the amount of players on a team.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. That you didn't even realise that was what it was for.
I had no clue.
I mean, it's exactly why if you look at a basketball, it has all of those like long skinny wedges on it. You know what I mean? Like, you have the material and then it has like those leather the
little lines?
Yeah, that separate the ball, so it looks more like an orange. And that is not necessarily to do with the number of players on the team, but they're kind of long and skinny shapes because that's the shape of a basketball player.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. And like on tennis balls, again, they only have 2 sections because you only have 2 people playing at a time, unless you're playing doubles, in which case 2 players on a team. You know, there's all these sorts of hidden layers to sports that people are really unaware of, and I'm hoping that we can educate people.
Let's hope
on that today.
Fingers crossed. I would cross my fingers, but I need to steer.
Yeah. You concentrate on driving. Don't you? That's what happens when you don't. Just eyes on the road.
A brief.
I mean, we're being quite fortunate.
A brief like spag.
A like spag.
I could have called him that for now.
I mean, we're being quite fortunate with traffic here. I thought this would be a much busier road. What road are we on? We
are on. You know what? I'm not even sure. It might be.
Oh, well, I couldn't see what that sign said. I didn't know. I tried to read backwards. I mean, we know that much. We are on an M road.
Might be the M1. M1.
M1. I see. Ooh.
To be fair, I'm in the wrong lane.
You are in the wrong. As I remember it, and I do remember it because I had to know it for my driving test. Lorries should only be in the left-hand lane because they can't go that fast. But yeah, I was always led to believe that the M1 was a rather busy road, considering how it kind of connects the bottom of the country with the top.
If this was single player, and the AI and the AI were any decent, you'd be right. But this is indeed the multiplayer.
Okay.
And the only other traffic on the road
is other lorries.
And
there's
those
some
other
kind
lorries.
Of dystopian future where freight drivers have survived the rest of humanity.
Yeah.
Because humans were wiped out while all the lorry drivers were asleep in their cabs.
Pretty much.
There we go. Imagine that. It'll be the new Game of Thrones. That was a zombie thing, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Do you know what? Right? Yeah, I was being deliberately ignorant. I steered well clear of Game of Thrones when it was on, because I generally don't go near anything that gets a decent amount of hype prior and during to its run. So Game of Thrones was my idea of a kind of nightmare, really, because everyone was going on about it. Same with Breaking Bad and what's the other thing, like Walking Dead and all that sort of thing. So much so did I keep away from Game of Thrones that this journey where I'm right now is the most times I have ever said it in a single day, and up until probably about 3 days ago I had never even said Game of Thrones out loud.
Wow.
Because I just couldn't care. Why did we stop?
Oh yeah, I was going to say, maybe one of us. It's so I can do this.
Oh.
I just need to... as bad as it is, I can't drive without the limiter.
Okay.
It's because I find it really hard to keep it under the speed limit.
I mean, that's probably good. We don't want to get pulled over.
To be fair, it is technically the correct thing.
Yeah.
Lorries do in fact have speed limiters on them.
How's my driving? I'm limited to 50. So please overtake if you're faster. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's fair enough. Like I say, we don't want to get pulled over by the trucking police.
No, especially on this, because people do try, and their methods of pulling over.
Pull you over?
Yeah, but their methods of pulling over aren't necessarily instructing you to pull to the side of the road. It is ram you onto your roof.
Oh no.
And continue to drive.
Pit manoeuvres ahoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want any of that. The last thing you want is for a police car to pit manoeuvre your lorry. Mind you, that's a pretty brave police officer to decide he can win a tussle with a lorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I know when I'm driving around, I steer well clear if I see a bus coming the other way. I don't want to get in a tackle with a bus. You know, like even on one of my lessons, like I pulled over so that a bus could move past, and even he is rocketing around.
Yeah, no.
He kind of like four-wheeled that. Bear in mind, he's got 8.
Most people have the attitude of swag and YOLO to this game.
I see. Oh, keep to your lane.
But I need to get out of this lane.
Good cover. Yeah, I pulled over to let his bus pass, and my instructor said, "Oh yes, good idea. That was not a competition I wanted to engage in." Well, it wasn't a competition though. Just drive it. If you're out driving and you're looking at it as a competition, you need to get off of the road, because that is how accidents happen. And if we're going to do anything on this journey, apart from uncover sporting eyes, it's going to be to educate people about road safety.
Oh, definitely.
Because that's what I think. That's what we should do. These are long journeys, and as far as I'm concerned, it would be senseless to not use it for good. Use these journeys to help empower and encourage and educate people.
Definitely.
I know if I was a real truck driver, which I'm not, I'm just a person who sits in the cab with a truck driver. If I was a real one, I would set up like a little mic in my cab and record like a podcast or something when I'm out trucking.
That'd
and stuff,
be
trying
cool.
to kind of like speak to the world, kind of like maybe like President Eden out of Fallout 3 or something like that, just delivering a kind of a nice little political message every now and then playing Yankee Doodle Dandy. But yeah, so what other issues of the day are there?
I don't know. I guess there's the fact that outside my house is flooded.
Oh yeah, see, it's I mean, if anything, that's why we're on the journey today, to get away from mass flooding.
Yeah.
It's quite a shocker actually. It's only been raining for a few hours, really, and the majority of the road has flooded.
Yeah.
To the point where we saw a car go into one of these puddles earlier
And turn into a boat.
Yeah. I mean, you say that, I'm still convinced I didn't see it go out the other side. I think it kind of went down and just drowned.
It's now joining the citizens of Rapture.
Yeah. all these big daddies just looking out of the window as this car goes.
And all the little sisters like, look, Daddy, it's an angel.
Exactly. I haven't actually played BioShock.
It's a good game.
I've watched people play it, and
Good game. I've got all 3.
it seems it's not a game that appeals to me, but
to be fair,
it
though,
is a game that I can sit down and go, it looks pretty nice.
did you enjoy Dishonored when you played that?
You see, I did, but not as much because I wasn't playing it for myself. It started off alright, and then it kind of got a bit annoying, having to replay certain bits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to keep it moving forward so that the series was still entertaining. There's no point being stuck on a certain area for a long time.
Yeah.
So I would replay it to make sure that. I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Thief games as well prior to that. And I did enjoy playing Dishonored, but I feel like I would enjoy it more if I played it more for myself.
Yeah. So you might, even though it's like Bioshock's a first-person shooter, I think it might be a game you like, because it's a sort of game where there is an objective to the game, but it's not necessarily rushing you.
Okay.
And there's tons of like things you can find and pick up and shit.
And as I'm sure some people know, I'm a bit of a completionist when it comes to certain things. Other things I'm not too bothered about, but yeah, something I might give a go at.
Well, I'm like that with certain areas of Bioshock, and as people will soon see, spoilers.
Oh. Wink, wink.
They'll see what I mean by that when it comes to certain things.
Okay.
Because there are certain things that I just have to do in that game.
The specificity is astonishing.
Oh god, yeah.
And of course, spoilers. We don't want to say any more about that.
Just spoilers. Just one big spoiled cake.
What's wrong with the cake?
I don't know.
It's a shame.
Someone dipped their finger in the icing.
Oh. What's your favourite kind of cake? You can have any cake in the. Someone says to you, "I'm going to make you a cake." You can have any cake in the world. What kind of cake would you have?
I don't know. Does a gatto count as a cake?
Yeah, it's a cake.
Then I would have.
What else would it be?
That's true.
It's either going to be a cake or a pie. And
then I will have myself a chocolate gatto. Because they are tasty.
What about? I mean, have you considered all of the options? I mean, cheesecakes, for example.
Cheesecakes are quite nice, actually.
Your classic Victoria sponges. The caterpillar cakes.
Oh, what the things that are like all? I don't. Yeah.
Caterpillar shaped.
Yeah.
So
no, I was thinking of something else then.
Smarty legs.
I was thinking of the Is it the Viennetta?
Oh, Viennetta.
The Viennettas. I was thinking of them.
Ben and Jerry. Oh no, it's an ice cream. So is Viennetta. So that's why I thought of Ben and Jerry's.
What about Ben and Jerry's cookie dough or brownie? They're technically cake-like. Cookie dough's quite nice.
Yeah, sure, they'd be allowed. Why not? Just because they're so nice. And similarly, the strawberry cheesecake is quite good as well. That's the noise you have to make if you've got a double A as well. See, when I was younger, I think I was about 3. I think it was for my 3rd birthday. I had the birthday cake for my 3rd birthday, and it was a Mr. Blobby cake, and because I quite like Mr. Blobby.
I love Mr. Blobby.
Blobby! I can't do Mr. Blobby. As my repertoire of impressions goes, it does not stretch to Mr. Blobby.
I can do Charlie the Unicorn, but I can't do Mr. Blobby.
No, I can't do Mr. Blobby.
Charlie! Well, probably a copy written on that one.
No, it's alright. You can't copyright a voice.
That's true.
Rory Bremner would be out of a job.
That's a good point.
Yeah, John Coleshaw and his Alan Sugar, they'd all be out.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hang on. Back to the action in a moment. We have a hard shoulder casualty here.
Just going to steer ever so slightly clear of him.
Was he okay?
I think he was alright. I think he was just parked up AFK.
As a trucker's code, do we not need to check or something?
No.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with trucking rules.
9 times out of 10 in this as well. If you try to help, you'll just get rammed. And told to F off.
Oh, I see. That's a shame.
Here's our turn off.
Oh.
I think we are indeed very close.
Are we nearly there yet?
I think so.
Oh.
I'll bring up the sat nav and
Yeah,
check.
no, look, there we go. Look, we got the sign for the M62 to Manchester. That's what we're after. We're nearly there. But yeah, I had the Mr. Blobby cake, and it was quite a good likeness actually. It wasn't like life-sized.
Could you imagine?
It'd be a huge cake. I think we would probably still have some of it left to eat, because I mean, assuming that we didn't throw it out because it went off, we'd probably still have a bit of it left, because I can foresee it. Yeah, I can foresee it taking almost 20 years to eat a life-sized Mr. Blobby cake.
Yeah.
But the candles were kind of like positioned like 1, 2, 3 in a vertical line down his chest, kind of like if you built a snowman and you put like little
like
pebbles.
buttons.
Yeah, which was quite nice. I remember stupid little things like that, and I just do. People forget that I do that, and they say a lot of silly things around me, and I remember an awful lot. None spring to mind at the moment, of course.
Right, the sat-nav is telling me not to turn off here, and it's telling me to turn off at the next one, but this one looks closer, so...
I don't know.
Ignore the sat-nav.
Okay. Yeah, let the sat-nav recalculate it. You didn't seem sure of your actions. No. Oh no! Oh dear!
Definitely didn't seem sure of that one. It's cool. At least the trailer's not damaged. I'm going to turn that one off.
The wheels were looking a bit bad.
Well, that was...
Jesus.
Apparently I didn't brake enough.
Might need a drink to settle that. There we go.
I was hoping it would go a little bit better than that one, but oh well.
Doesn't matter, yeah. Every journey's got to have its little hiccups every now and then. I mean, you know, like I was telling you earlier, I nearly ran someone over on the way here.
Oh yeah.
You know, you need the occasional blip every now and then, because it just reminds you that actually you're not immortal, you're not bulletproof, as much as you might like to think so. You know, all it takes is not braking hard enough, not turning the steering wheel hard enough, and before you know it, you've front-ended the central reservation barriers, which is painful.
See, this is why I want the beta to hurry up and become part of the multiplayer, so I can actually see that mirror.
Okay, go! Oh yeah, because you can change the seat direction.
Seat position.
It's very useful.
The 1.11 update is going to be so good.
Hey, look at that, the Manchester sign. There's quite a difference between England and America. I don't know if you've noticed, because in America, when you cross state lines and stuff, it'll say, "Welcome to Texas," or "Welcome to Florida, the Garden Sunshine State," whatever it is. Here, we just got Manchester.
Unless you cross into Kent.
Oh yeah, welcome to Kent, the Garden of England.
Which I'm pretty sure it's not.
It's not bad. Rural Kent is really nice.
Yeah.
It's just this kind of inner Kent is a bit urban.
It would change there, wouldn't it?
Well, it's good to see that they got this bit right about traffic.
The red lights in it. You know, I was saying earlier about the red lights, and that when they do that yellow flashing thing, and it doesn't do it in England, even though they do. When they added that to the multiplayer, they also made it so that red lights are horrifically long.
Oh, good. But of course, they're only long if you're waiting at them.
You're on the wrong side of the road.
What's he up to? Must be in America. Oh, yeah, U-turn.
Completely legal, that, isn't it?
Well, it's a good thing there was no more traffic.
And he's on the wrong side of the road. I want to say something, but I'm not gonna, because I'll probably get slaughtered, just freaking slaughtered for it.
This is why people should just drive on the left, so that morons don't drive on the right. But I mean, to be fair, I think we are one of the only countries, certainly in Europe, that drives on the left.
We're the only country in Europe.
We're the only one in Europe who drives on the left.
The only other country, there are only a couple of other countries. Australia is one of the other ones that drives on the left. Is it drives on the left or drives on the right? Drives on the left.
So, I mean, really, we can, to be fair, we can sit here and go, everyone drives on the wrong side of the road. When really, in more ways than one, they drive on the right side of the road.
In all fairness, though, there's like nothing against our European brethren.
Yeah. Or indeed our compadres across the world. It's just that, you know, the left makes sense.
To that, yeah. To us. To them, they just get confused, because I suppose we are the only country in Europe
I must say, I disapprove of your roundabout technique. But
yeah,
that's
my
fine.
roundabout technique's horrible.
Yeah, it should be on the inside. Oh, you got the indicators all right though. You can do that bit all right. It's just lanes.
And I'm in the wrong lane again.
It's okay. Lanes are one of the hardest things I found, especially local lanes and stuff. Like you're never too sure if something's left-hand turn only or not until you get there, and then it's too late to change, and you kind of have to go. Well, courage of my convictions, I shall go left, even though I want to go right.
Yeah, well that's the thing. Even in real life, I'm terrible at roundabouts.
They take a long time. I stop talking to people. If I'm having a conversation with someone in the car and it gets to a roundabout, I stop talking to them so that I can focus on everything, because there's too much to deal with at a roundabout. And then once we come out the other side, I carry on from where we left off. Here we go. So welcome to sunny Manchester. Now, can we get the perfect parking prize? That's it. You're doing good. Oh, nice. Well, it looks good to me anyway.
It's not the best. I thought back. Okay.
Marcel here, talking a lot in German.
Get it out of.
Wir haben Kesk.
Don't know what that means.
Nor do I.
Actually, it was not the best, but it was pretty damn good.
Pretty much in the lines.
Better than what I've seen other people do.
Yeah, there's enough room for everyone else. What was it? Did that guy in the end delivering a missile? Was that?
It might have been just a it was a bluish looking tube
Yeah.
event or giant sex toy.
And on that note, it was.
Oh, I did damage the trailer.
Yeah, you did a little bit. You had like it was a tiny little sliver on the wheels.
Alright, yeah.
Maybe just a couple of stones got stuck in it or something.
A bit. I don't know. I need to see it. I've only lost I've lost next to nothing.
Yeah, £345. What's that? When you made 10 grand.
Yeah, I know. Well,
It's been a pleasure travelling with you.
it's been a pleasure travelling with you. Very insightful, very educational.
Like I say, that's what we aim to do. I'm sure. We'll go somewhere else because you can't just leave me here in Manchester.
No, we'll go somewhere else.
So I look forward to our next journey as
do I.
As truckers of the world, or certainly Europe.
Yeah, trucks of you. Actually, I was like, going back to Americans, there's actually an American truck simulator coming out.
Get out the way!
Yeah, that comes out later this year.
I got chickens to deliver.
It does. That comes out later this year, and also there's new DLC in development for this as well, which is going to add Scandinavia.
Oh, good. And I did see that on the map that it looked like Scandinavia wasn't included. And I thought,
Yeah, well, there's things
that's a
like
shame.
a lot of Europe is not included.
I mean,
Like we've only got half of France.
yeah. So look, I mean,
We've
you've
got a
got all
tiny
the way
bit of
down
that.
into Spain and Portugal, the whole of Italy. A lot of stuff's missing. Then, yeah, like you say, Scandinavia at the top, and Denmark and things.
See, all of this here as well. All of this to the right-hand side of the cursor
Yeah.
is all new.
Yeah.
That was in the Going East DLC.
Okay. Good name.
Yeah. But yeah, we got all of this. But I mean, in the 1.11 update, there are 3 new cities which are added here. So we've got Venice, something else, and something else.
I mean, I'm assuming these are all reasonably geographically accurate as well.
I did actually have a look on Google Earth. They are fairly, geographically, position-wise, quite accurate.
I mean, like in the actual driving environments and stuff. I guess it's not really, because I'm sure it takes a lot longer than what it has to get to Manchester from London.
all the towns. I mean, obviously it's scaled.
Yeah, but like your general layout, like your environment and stuff's pretty close, I'd imagine. To a degree.
Relatively.
I mean, what I'm getting at is I would love to see Scandinavia, especially Sweden.
Yeah, I mean, driving towards Newcastle or wherever it is, you do see the Angel of the North.
Okay,
somewhere.
so get some of that.
It's on one of the. I'm assuming it's on this road, but
probably. Yeah.
I've never seen it actually.
Should be a little pinpoint on there saying this is where the Angel of the North is.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the map. So in the new DLC update, so in the new 1.11 patch, you will have 3 new cities now. Here, I think it's a few thousand kilometres of extra driving road.
Nice.
And then when the DLC comes out, hopefully all of that
Lovely.
gets added in, which should be good.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to that, especially when it gets made multiplayer. But anyway, thank you for joining us on this journey, and we will see you in the next journey, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
See you later, mother truckers.
that's actually a company.
How cliche.
But yeah, we'll We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.